Hey loves, I hope you guys are good. This is Namonde and welcome to my channel. It is Tuesday where I am. It's 18:09 in South Africa. Listen, if you like any of these videos, please go ahead and subscribe, like, share, comment, you know what I mean, so that the algorithm will do its thing. And something happened to my hair. I think it's not that bad. So yeah, just pardon my hair, okay? So listen, I sat here thinking I'm gonna talk about something else, but then God is just like, no, you need to talk about this. You know what I mean? We know the scripture that says, faith without works is dead, right? And God encourages us. He encourages us to have faith and put in the work on top of that faith, right? And one thing that I realized lately in my life is that sometimes the work that God is talking about is spiritual work. Yes, it's okay for you to do everything that that you're supposed to do. You believe in God for a job, definitely apply for a job. You believe in God for a house, definitely go look at houses and apply for the bond. You trust in God for a car, you do the same thing. You trust in God for, whatever, acting gig, whatever He's called you to do, you go and you start your classes and you look for gigs. You know what I mean? However, sometimes the work that God requires you to do is spiritual work. I found that out in my own life lately because I was in a position last year, and I think, yeah, last year and year before last, 2023 and 2024. I did do my faith with works. God has promised me something that has taken a very, very long time, right? And then I was like, okay, so faith with works, right? I'm gonna go. This is literally like this is literally like about the promise of marriage, right? I know exactly, if you've watched my videos, then you know for sure that I know exactly who I'm gonna get married to, as per, the Lord's choice, right? And then, what I did last year, I went and saw this person. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna be where he is, you know what I mean? And I'm just gonna go and greet him, whatever. And I did that in 2023 as well, because he was here in South Africa in 2023, and then he came again last year. And I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be transparent to you guys, because, like, this is the stuff I don't like to talk about, but I have to talk about it. I have to. So I went and saw him in 2023. We had a good time, because I was like, faith with works, right? Yes, the Lord said this is my husband, so I better be where he is. You know what I mean? That was crazy. What I did, okay? That was insane. But I did it. I went to 2020, I saw him, we had a good time. I didn't say much, you know what I mean? Like, we had a good time and talked, and we laughed and we danced. And nothing happened after that. Like, we didn't exchange numbers or anything. I was afraid to do that, and I'm glad I didn't. Then I saw him again last year, twice. Nothing happened. We still had a good time. Nothing happened, you know what I mean? Like, but then, God is just like helping me realize that that is not the kind of works that I'm calling you to do. The kind of works that I'm trying to, call you to do right now is spiritual work. I'm calling you to pray. I'm calling you to seek deliverance. I'm calling you to do spiritual work, because that's the only thing right now that's gonna ensure that what you want to happen on this earth will happen. If spiritually everything is okay, is aligned, then the stuff that I said is going to happen on this earth will also align. Yeah, I was like, okay, Lord. I literally just like recently found that out. That sometimes God is calling us to do the spiritual work. Faith without works, faith without work is dead, right? So I was out there thinking, I'm doing faith with works. I'm gonna go and be where this person is so that he can see me because he is my husband. Whatever, you know what I mean? And God is like, nope. I'm calling you to pray. I'm calling you to, to grow spiritually yourself. I'm calling you to get deliverance. I'm calling you to break some things that could potentially harm this promise that I have for you. And yeah, that's my new revelation. Sometimes the works that God is talking about is not the works that are physical. It's not the works that, you go and do this and you go and do that. Sometimes you gotta break things in the spirit realm. Then you can start the other works here. Yeah, I wanted to say that. And I had good motives. And I spoke to God about that because I was like, Lord, I had good motives. I really thought that this was faith with works that I'm doing. I was like, I thought this was faith with works. I thought like that's what you're calling me to do, like to act in faith, to believe and then go. Because he said this person is my husband. But God was like, well, that's not the faith with works I'm calling you to do right now. I'm calling you to do the faith with works spiritually. I'm calling you to grow spiritually. I'm calling you to deliverance. I'm calling you to just even to work on yourself. And then I was like, okay, God, so where are we? And God is like, I forgive you because you really had good motives. You know what I mean? And God forgives you if you have been in a situation where it almost was like you went ahead of God and you feel like I messed things up, and God like understands why you did that. Like he's forgiving you for your motives because you really had good intentions. You did. I didn't realize that I was going ahead of God. I didn't realize that I was doing the wrong works. I'm supposed to be doing works spiritually. But God forgives us. So he's forgiving you if you've done anything wrong and you really had good intentions. God has forgiven you. And he loves you. So please go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, and share so that, all the other people will be able to see this. The Lord loves you a lot. Okay? And I love you guys. Bye-bye.